Hello and welcome. I'm Sani Chi and here's what happened this week. On Thursday, as part of Taiwan's biggest annual war games, the capital prepared the public for a wartime emergency. People had to clear the streets of Taipei for half an hour, part of efforts to teach the public how to respond to a crisis. As the sirens go off, the streets of Taipei empty. This is part of Taiwan's urban resilience drills, held across the nation over the last few days. Military analysts say this kind of preparation is crucial for the country.
Many of the resilience drills are being done across Taiwan, not only serve as a way of preparing for a potential conflict with China or any kind of related contingency, but also just basic sort of earthquake, typhoon, other sort of natural disasters that Taiwan sort of faces.
Taiwan's ramping up its emergency preparedness efforts this year, combining the Wan'an air raid drill and the Ming'an disaster prevention drill for the first time. And more importantly, the country has taken the exercises to the next level.
希望演练能够全民参与，国家团结。今年是第一次，我们将1年1度国军最重要的演习，也就是汉光演习，跟新合并的城镇韧性演习同时举行。
The drills this year include air raid warning broadcasts, evacuation and sheltering procedures, traffic controls, first aid training, and other emergency response measures.
第一次没有脚本的演练，验证这将近8个月的准备成果，就是真正把演习视同作战。
Authorities also practiced how to distribute essential goods like rice, oil, salt, and milk powder, just like they'd have to do in a real emergency.
During the distribution practice, the government also last-minutely initiated another evacuation, telling people to take shelter, and everything really went smoothly. All the civilians went into shelter within just a few minutes here.
Taipei residents say these drills went smoothly and highlighted how important they are.
觉得他做得很好啊，我们就按照他配置流程，不会很乱啦。
I think it's pretty well since because we have to practice to avoid the real war happen, and I think it's a very good practice for all of the people here to be safe.
Though these drills happen only once a year, the central government hopes to further boost local government's emergency response capabilities and, more importantly, make sure the public knows what to do in an emergency. Devon Tsai, Leon Lien, Fu Hua Hong, and Sani Chi for TaiwanPlus. Alongside those civilian drills, troops simulated a war of attrition. They used public areas to practice fighting back against an enemy that had already captured part of the country. Econ reports.
Taiwan's military is practicing what it would do if it lost its airfields and its military bases, using these public parks in New Taipei to rearm and refuel its helicopters in the event of a conflict. In less than 40 minutes, the Army is landing 4 military helicopters, simulating a wartime scenario of an enemy that has already made it inland, leaving their engines on and racing to resupply as quickly as possible. That includes a full tank of fuel, new missiles, and checking to make sure everything is working properly. This specific spot on the bank of the Danshui River runs through Taipei and New Taipei City, a strategic area for the military.
而且从这个地点出发，那陆航比如说在从河道进入的时候，它其实可以获得相当的隐蔽跟遮蔽，增加它这个行动的这个隐秘性。然后飞出去攻击的时候，也可以沿着河道延缓被共军发现的几率。
These drills are part of Day 9 of the annual Hanguang military exercises, which simulate how Taiwan would respond to an invasion from China. This year, the drills are larger and more public and longer than ever before, trying to prepare the military for whatever situation might arise. With just 2 days to go until Kuang finishes, the military is making sure that all aspects of its defense strategy are tested. And whether that's in the land, air, or sea, the whole point is to create an effective defense against China. Eason Chen and Econ in New Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
Government officials faced tough questions in the legislature on Wednesday over how prepared the country is for Trump's looming tariffs. Aichi reports.
A grilling in the legislatures as officials from across the government answers questions about how prepared Taiwan is for Trump's looming tariffs. High-ranking officials from various government agencies, including the Foreign Affairs and Finance Ministries, gathered to discuss the ongoing trade talks with the U.S. and the possible impacts more Trump tariffs could have on Taiwan. Regarding the negotiations, officials didn't have much to say, explaining they want to keep their cards close to their chest. Taiwan has yet to reach a deal, but has also yet to receive one of Trump's letters announcing new rates. The deputy trade rep says they are still hoping to strike a deal.
那接下来后续我们大概什么时候可以预计有个大概结果？
所以我们现在不论我们拿到的税率，我们现在当然没有收到关税信函，但是不论有没有收到，我觉得我们到8月1号以前努力谈判就是我们的重点。
Deals already made with other countries have some lawmakers worried that Taiwan could settle for something similar, like the one between the U.S. and Indonesia, which will see 19% levies on Indonesia's imports into the U.S., but none the other way around.
这个代价你觉得高不高？
很高，
很高。台湾的代价会这么高吗？不知道。
我们希望这是一个我们整个总体经济转型的一部分了。是。我们也之前也说到的是说，我们希望这是一个优化我国的这个经贸体制的一个契机。
There were plenty of diplomatic responses just like that one from the Deputy Foreign Minister there, but no real answers about where things are now or where they are going. Naturally, negotiations are taking place behind closed doors. In terms of preparations, the legislature recently passed a special budget to help Taiwan deal with any potential tariff fallout, including a controversial plan to hand hard cash back to the people, though that budget has yet to receive presidential approval. Despite a lack of details, economists say Taiwan could be in a favorable position compared to similar economies like South Korea and Japan, who have already received letters from Trump, as Taiwan continues to show good faith in trade talks. IT, Patrick Chen, and Klein Wan for TaiwanPlus.
Tariffs from the U.S., fluctuating currency exchange rates, and AI. Taiwan's business environment has grown turbulent in recent months, as challenges mount for the country's entrepreneurs. Industry and government leaders gathered in Taipei to discuss these recent trends. Lizzie Liao was there.
What to do in an ever-changing and volatile trade environment. That's what Taiwanese business leaders from all over the world are discussing at an economic forum here in Taipei. The country currently faces a growing number of business challenges, from U.S. President Donald Trump's potential tariff levies on Taiwanese goods to widely fluctuating currency exchange rates that have significant implications for the country's export-dependent economy. Businesses here are facing strong headwinds. So it's no surprise that tariffs and exchange rates took center stage at this forum. Beyond that, though, was a discussion about AI and leveraging Taiwan's tech prowess to maintain a competitive edge. One of Wednesday's speakers was the chair of Taiwan's External Trade Development Council and former Foreign Minister James Kuang.
就算川普2.0，我相信这个对台商企业来讲，这个也不是一个我们不能面对的这个挑战，而且说不定我们在川普2.0的时候，还能够把台湾推向一个更高峰，创造另外一个经济奇迹。
These external challenges come at a time when internal divisions are dominating the country's political landscape as well. Next weekend, 24 lawmakers from Taiwan's main opposition Kuomintang will face recall votes. Campaigns for and against the recalls are sowing deep divisions among the public. But new Taipei City Mayor Hou You-yi of the KMT called for unity in the interest of the economy here at the forum.
尤其在现这一段在大罢免的时刻，我觉得台湾应该放下左右时的对立的冲突，好好的把经济搞好。台湾唯有经济才是最重要的一条路，唯有顾好民生、照顾人民的生活，才是我们该走的路。
The forum will go on for the next 3 days. The hope is that with so many enterprising minds from all around the world in the same space, they can find some clarity moving forward in a tumultuous world. Scott Kuang and Leslie Liao in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
It's been over a week since Typhoon Dinas hit Taiwan, killing 2 people and causing severe damage. As the government tallies the cost, efforts to rebuild are already underway. Izzy Wells has more.
In Tainan, pomelo farmers and alternative service conscripts scramble to recover what they can of one of the crops hardest hit by Typhoon Dinas. Government estimates of agricultural losses from the storm have climbed to nearly $95 million across Taiwan. It's left the country's south in particular reeling as residents embark on the long road to recovery.
最主要的工作当然是协助我们这次损失最惨重的柚子剪植入谷还有清扫环境这部分。
Tainan City has suffered the most, with damage estimated at over $30 million, followed by Jiayi County, which has seen around $24 million in losses. And as the cleanup operation continues, the Interior Minister has announced disaster relief funds, ranging from $850 to $3,400 for affected households in disaster areas. While the funds await the Cabinet's approval, the Labour Ministry is kickstarting a temporary work programme for over 1,700 local residents in Yunling, Jiayi and Tainan to help with recovery efforts.
云林地区我们有核给198个工作机会，工作津贴以每小时最低工资190元来核给，最高每个月会核发到28590元整。
And while it's been all hands on deck for both residents and emergency repair workers, Typhoon Dinas's departure wasn't the final tragedy in the south. On Tuesday, a Taipower employee was electrocuted while working to restore power to households in Jiayi County. Now on life support, he was visited by President Lai Ching-te on Thursday. The government wished him a speedy recovery.
没有电，大家没有办法过日子，但是我们的这个台电的同仁都非常的辛苦，大家也看得到了。现在大家都是希望让他可以早日康复。
As residents clear debris and repair crews work around the clock, the toll of Typhoon Dinas continues to surface. With lives disrupted and recovery only just beginning, the storm leaves behind not just physical damage, but a lasting test of resilience for communities across southern Taiwan. Howard Chang and Izzy Wells for TaiwanPlus.
The 2025 World University Games has begun, and Taiwan's Taekwondo team is out for gold. I went to meet the athletes in training before the Games.
Taiwan's Taekwondo athletes are gearing up to claim the top spot at the 2025 World University Games in Germany this summer. As one of the world's premier multi-sport events for university athletes, the competition offers a global stage, and Taiwan is ready to show what it's got.
目标一定是金牌。对，出国就希望可以把金牌带回台湾。
我上次是拿第2名，所以第2次也是抱着期待的心情，然后觉得希望可以突破上一次的成绩，拿到金牌。
At the last Games in Chengdu, China in 2023, Taiwan claimed 10 medals in Taekwondo, 6 silver, 4 bronze, but 0 gold, giving more motivation to these athletes to win the top spot this time. This year, athletes will compete in both combat and pumse, a choreographed routine that showcases Taekwondo's attack and defense techniques. Coaches have high expectations for the athletes and say they have a better chance this time around, thanks to getting more resources.
状态更好，因为这次其实有那个运动科学运科中心，然后那边协助，然后还有营养师帮他们调配他们比赛的状况，抽血啊什么，他们都会去检查。
Among the athletes, the combat team coach has high hopes for Liu Youying, calling her a potential dark horse.
我希望他们小看我一点，他们就感觉我好像还好这样，然后我就在突袭他们这样。
你喜欢当黑马的感觉？
对。 吓一下他们。
It's been 6 years since Taiwan's Taekwondo team last stood at the top of the podium. Now they're more prepared than ever to reclaim that golden spot. Isenpan, Kusma and Sanichi for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. I'm Sanichi. See you next time.